Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Well, isn't this a treat as I lower the volume? 8-0 as a druid here. Terrible mana curve, nothing into threes, way too many twos, but it's been working. Partly because of Deathwing. Deathwing's gotten me at least 2 games. I am really running out of puns for Deathwing. If anyone could help me, we got Deathwin already. I'm sure this has been used. What else did I do? Wings of Death. A Deathwing Duck. I mean, we're running low. But we'll see. Maybe in this video, I won't have to rely on Deathwing to win any games, and then it'll all be good. Yeah. Got very lucky against a mage. The mage was crushing me. She had a removal spell, but it was a fireball instead of a polymorph, so she couldn't kill Deathwing without losing all of her creatures, and that caused her to lose the game. Up against another mage, Crafted Hands. Like I said, when you're at 8-0 playing against a mage, that's really terrifying. Although you're probably not going to be facing too many other classes at 8-0 besides mage, let's be honest. Alright, easy mulligan decision here. You could say, Boris, maybe you should mulligan the Novice Engineer, because really, are you going to play that on turn 2? It'll just die to the ping, but I was going to. If she spends her third turn pinging a Novice Engineer, that's definitely a win. Alright, we got a Mana Worm here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do the coin. Hopefully she doesn't have the Flamethrower to kill this thing. If she does, that's gonna suck. But if she doesn't, I could put Mark of the Wild on this, make it a 4/5, and kill the worm that way. It'll be left with 4 health. Yeah, dies to Frostbolt. I don't know. It's tough. Okay, so I could choose to use the Stalker to kill off the Apprentice. I could just Shapeshift and kill the Mana Worm with the Stalker, leaving me with a 2/2 that trades us for 3/2. Then I don't have to commit to the Mark of the Wild. If I Mark of the Wild, it becomes, what, 5 health? Kill the Mana Worm, drops to 2 health, and then dies to this thing. It seems pretty pointless. I might as well just do this. It still trades with the Sorcerer's Apprentice, but I don't lose Mark of the Wild. So let's see if she has the Frostbolt for this. If she does, she can still play a 2-drop, because thanks to the Apprentice, Frostbolt only costs a mana, which could be a huge swing in tempo. Does she have the Frostbolt? Does she have the Frostbolt? Does she? No, she doesn't have the Frostbolt. Alright, so we're going up a card. I killed a Mana Worm with this thing. Now I'm also going to get to kill this. So here's the question. Do you play the Spiders to trade with the Loot Hoarder, or do you Shapeshift to kill the Loot Hoarder? I think I'm going to go for the Spiders. Shapeshift keeps me up a card, but Spiders gives me some board presence. I think that's worth it. And especially if I've got Deathwing in my hand, I just need to cling to as much board presence as I can. So she gets her card, pops out my Spiders, and plays Water Elemental. Oh, God, the water. Jeez, I can't deal with that. 6 health is too much health. All right, it's got to happen. Yep, it's got to happen. So we're going to play Novice Engineer. Always draw cards first. Dark Iron Dwarf wouldn't have helped. And we naturalize this thing. So it's a good thing that I went up a card already. Killing off the Mana Worm and the Sorcerer's Apprentice with the, what's his face? With the Gilbin Stalker, but now I'm in trouble because she just got a couple of cards up against me here. Okay, I could play Dark Iron Dwarf, and that would be 3, 4, 5 damage, not enough. So we're going to go for this, which is scary because, of course, she can Fireball or Polymorph it. When she's got a fistful of cards. I'm not going to pretend this game is going well, because it sure as hell isn't. She can Fireball this, ping one of these, kill another one off. This thing stays with 5 health. Crap. Here's where I would have liked to see Polymorph, because an extra sheep would have been great. Ah, she chooses not to ping one. She plays a Fairy Dragon instead. Can't complain too much about that. Okay, how do we choose to do this? This cannot kill this without using a Spider. And then the Fairy Dragon kills the 4/2. Dark Iron Dwarf plus Shapeshift plus these 2 things kills that. And then I have a 4/4 versus a 3/2, which is interesting. Yeah, let's see. Dark Iron Dwarf is 3, 4. No, I got a Shapeshift as well. Yeah, that's no good. Dark Iron Dwarf Shapeshift plus the Spiders kills this off. God, I wish I could just throw the Spiders at the Fairy Dragon and then the Commander would kill this, but it's 1 damage shy. Alright, we're just going to do it. It's not great, but looks like, contrary to what I hoped for, we are once again relying on Deathwing. Because she has... Actually, hang on a minute. Am I really that far behind? She's got 7 cards to my Spider's Dead 6. I'm not doing that bad. I'm drawing equal. Alright, well, she's got the play, so she has the tempo advantage. Boulder Fist Ogre. Oh, that's scary. Zombie Chow. Okay. So do I play my own ogre? Or do I reach up and kill the zombie chow? I'm gonna trust my instincts. I think I gotta do this. I think if I just... I think if I just played my ogre, that would have been too passive. She could have run her ogre into mine, then pinked it to death, and she was had a 6-1. This way I can trade these 2 cards for the ogre, and go down, get another card. But hopefully if she misses a beat, I can play the ogre. I'm at 8-0, what are the odds she's going to miss a beat? Not very high. Times like these when you're losing, you're glad you're already at 8-0, because it doesn't matter that much how you do from here. Everything from here is just pride, basically. Okay, down goes the dwarf, and a secret. Could be very, 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 very bad. Alright, she chooses to ping my face, knowing I'm going to send my 3-2 at the ogre. Hopefully, if this is duplicate, I'm going to be in trouble, because I can't actually handle 2 ogres very well. Do I claw shapeshift to kill off this? That stops me from playing my own ogre. I don't think I can. Wait a minute. I have to play the ogre, but this could be mirror entity. Well, let's see if it's duplicate. Good. So I have to check for mirror entity with the gnome. The problem is if I play the gnome and then I shapeshift to kill the gnome, I can't claw to kill that. Quite the tragic. But I can't let her get an ogre off of mirror entity, obviously. All right, we're gonna do the least of all evils here. What to do? God damn it! All right, I'm just gonna play this and hope it's not mirror entity. It's mirror entity. All right. So do you claw shapeshift to kill this, or do you shapeshift just to kill that? Or do you neither and play the ogre? Or maybe you do this. There, I get to play the ogre, I get to kill that thing. I didn't go up a card. But I gotta play my cards out because I'm about to lose all my cards with Deathwing. Seems unlikely that I won't be playing him. It's going to take 2 hits of Deathwing to kill her. This is going to maybe fish out a polymorph. It's my best hope for this ogre is to fish out a polymorph. Well, not my best hope. My best hope is she doesn't have polymorph. But if she does, the ogre should fish it out. Then Deathwing is safe from most things. Alright, looks like she's not playing polymorph this turn. And she's going to hit me in the face a bit. Mad Bomber. Please don't hit the ogre. Every point of health off of the ogre is unfortunate. Wrath, huh? Well, do I go for an extra card here? If I'm gonna play stuff on Deathwing, or if I'm gonna play Deathwing, I might as well go for the extra card. Just to see what I get. Playing Mark of the Wild would be pretty weak here, I think. Kill this, kill that. Let's play the dwarf. Do I kill the Yeti if she hits me down to 15? Yeah, I'm just going to hit her in the face. She clearly didn't have a way of killing the ogre, so I bet she's going to have to go for it. And if I can get her down to 12, that's 1 whack of Deathwing, which gives her 1 less chance to find a polymorph. Flame Strike? Okay, so she's going to throw the Yeti at this... Wait, no, she should play the... Is she going for my face? Oh, no, she threw the Mad Bomber at it. Well, obviously, I throw the Mad Bomber. That makes perfect sense. So I got this stupid Mark of the Wild. I need to top deck a minion. I do. Wow, that's a pretty good one. This is a pretty good way to check for polymorph. She has a silence here, that would suck, because silence would get rid of the respawning thing. This actually works nicely with Deathwing. Oh god. Oh, she's got something good. They don't say hello unless they have something good. What's she got?
I've got the beast.
Big Game Hunter. Well, if I hadn't put Mark of the Wild on it, it wouldn't have died. But here's the funny part. If I hadn't gotten Big Game Hunter out of her hand, then she could have used it to kill Deathwing. So here's the real question. Do I say hello back to her and play Deathwing? I think so. Because if this works...
My greeting.
If this actually works, then it's going to be so awesome. Alright, hopefully she didn't get the emergency coolant. Oh shit, she did. She said hello back, that means she has an answer. Oh, she had a polymorph! Wow, so she had too much. She had a polymorph and a Big Game Hunter. Well, alright, I'll say well played. I'll acknowledge my defeat here. She has a spare part, a 3-5, at the top deck, or I could still win, but it's just not very likely. Goblin Stalker's actually kind of nice here, because at least I can get 2 damage through, but how am I going to finish her off is the question. It's going to be difficult. Oh, God. Well, gotta hand it to her. She beat a Sky Golem. If she had used Polymorph on the Sky Golem, she would have had Big Game Hunter for the what's-his-face, for the Deathwing. She had a Polymorph and a Big Game Hunter clogging up her hand, so I was just screwed there. Alright, I need Recycle to get rid of this. It's my only out. Although, if I do get it, I could actually win. Alright, I gotta play to your outs. I have to assume that I'm going to top deck a Recycle. Killing this thing wouldn't have done me any good. 1 in 11 chance, I had to go for it. Didn't happen. Okey-doke. So, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I totally forgot that this thing keeps getting buffed for me playing spells. She says thank you. Well, it sucks to lose to such bad manners, but she now has 11, 12 damage. I'm at 14 health. Even a Recycle won't save me any longer. Oh, she goes up another card. Ouch. And a Flame Strike to top things off. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Well, it's too late. I'll be polite about it. Wait, always go out. In style. Damn! Big Game Hunter and Polymorph. And she didn't use the Polymorph on my Ogre. She killed it with other means. She played that really well. I think a lot of people would have just killed the Ogre with the Polymorph instead of letting it run amok. Now, I could have won that game possibly if I'd put Mark of the Wild on the Ogre. No, because then, well, not. If I'd put Mark of the Wild on the Ogre, I think she still could have killed it with Flame Strike plus the Yeti. But if she had used Big Game Hunter on it and then polymorphed my Sky Golem, then Deathwing might have actually worked. Damn. That was so perfect. Got the Big Game Hunter out of her hand, but she had the polymorph. What are you going to do? You're going to lose. Almost made it to 9-0 with Druid. I don't remember if I've ever done that with Druid before. But it doesn't matter. 12-0 dreams have died today, and now let's just see what we can do. Please no more mages. Alright, poke the Paladin. A good Paladin deck can be scary, but so can any deck, really. There's the Recycle that I needed last game to probably still lose. Easy mulligan choice. Very easy. So hopefully he passes on turn 1. I play the Gnome. Hopefully he makes a Recruit, and I shapeshift it. Now, what kind of sucks here is if he wasn't a Paladin, I could actually play this on turn 1 and this on turn 2. Because he's a Paladin, I have to choose between playing this, and then losing the Leopard Gnome to the Recruit, or killing the Recruit with Shapeshift and then not playing a creature. Unless I use Innervate, of course, but Innervate seems a bit aggressive. He's going to play a creature. So if he plays a creature, it's probably a 3 toughness creature. There's no point playing a 2 toughness creature here. Seal of Light to kill the Leopard Gnome. Interesting. I don't know why he would do that. That's actually perfect for me. I don't know if that was a mistake, but why not just make a Recruit? Maybe he's thinking, well, if I make a Recruit, he shapeshifts, kills it, but then then I'm not playing a real card like this. And so much rather play a 2-drop, having my Leopard Gnome get Seal of Lighted, than shapeshift to kill a Recruit.
Embrace the light.
Alright, so I can't quite kill that with Claw Shapeshift. But I can do this and hit him in the face. And I am not going to play this thing with charge and kill that. That leaves me with 2 health. I might as well just wait. Risking, of course, the Blessing of Kings, but all life is risks. Alright, so he peace keeps it, which I'm not that concerned about. It's still a 1/4, which is some value. Naturalize, I think we're a little bit early for that. So, yeah, let's just Claw, Shapeshift to kill the 3/3. Then we kill the 2/3, just very simply running my creatures into it. Now he's down to 5 cards. I have 5 cards plus the coin, and I can use the coin to good effect next turn with the Argent Commander. That would let me kill most 5-drops with the help of these guys. Alright, this isn't a big deal, although it is kind of annoying. Oh, this is actually kind of annoying. Damn. What do you do here? Mark of the Wild yet? No. Let's just keep it simple. So we'll kill the biggest thing he's got. And we'll kill off the pig. And I'm actually going to throw... Nope, we're going to throw it in his face. Now, a Consecration here is pretty bad. Yeah, it's just pretty bad. I don't know why I opened myself up to Consecration like that. Oops. I'm hoping that this thing can still pop the shield, and then the Stalker can actually kill it, but that might have been a bit greedy of me. Leftmost card. Ah, it's not a Consecration, it is a Pyromancer, so he must have a spell here. So it kills off 2 of my creatures. But it also pops off the shield, and it leaves us with only 1 health, so whatever. Is it gonna be a, I'm assuming it's an Avenge. It's the most likely thing. I doubt he would have played a Noble Sacrifice against a Druid, because the Shapeshift can fish it out. Alright, I'm not concerned about the Pyromancer here. He doesn't have Blessing of Kings, or he would have used it previously. Unless he top decks it, of course. Harpy. Well, is that worth naturalizing? So he's clearly setting up for an Avenge. This makes my job very easy. Do I Wrath this thing, or do I Shapeshift? I'm going to go ahead and Shapeshift this. Pop the Avenge. Yup. There it is. So he now has a mighty 7/7 with Taunt. I could hit it for 6. Not enough. So yeah, we'll naturalize it. That's fine. And I think I'm going to put Mark of the Wild on this Fen Creeper. I wouldn't do that for other classes. Or if I was against other classes, but against a Paladin who has such a difficult time dealing with big minions, I'm going to go for it. Paladins still don't have anything like a Recycle or a Naturalize. So he's just screwed against that 6/7, unless he has another Peacekeeper, in which case, yeah, he probably wins the game. But that's just 1 card. Piloted Treader, I don't care. So he's playing a bunch of stuff that's very durable and hard to kill. I'd love a Swipe here, that would be good. Swipe? No, Boulder Fist Ogre. Well, I think we just gotta go for it here at this point. Pop goes the Weasel. Yeah. Threatening lethal with that Ogre. He's got to get past an Ogre with Taunt, and then he has to kill another Ogre. So let's see what he's got. This is a tough situation for a Paladin. There are ways. He could do Equality Consecrate and win the game. Big Game Hunter would kill this. Black Knight could kill this. He does a Consecration. No Equality, thankfully. Can he finish off 5 damage to this and 5 damage to that? Ah, he's going to heal up. I forgot to consider the possibility of a heal. Alright, so now I don't kill him with this Ogre anymore. Well, always draw cards first.
I hope you like my invention.
Mana Addict. Oh, God, the pain. Alright, let's draw another card. Druid of the Fang. Shoot, my wolf is dead. And I really do need a Shapeshift to kill this. So we're gonna play this junkie. And I'm gonna hit him in his face. He could put a Divine Shield on a person and kill my Ogre, and that would suck, but I've gotta work him down. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to finish him off, but Deathwing is still in the deck. He didn't have an answer for Ogres, so he might not have an answer for Deathwing. Alright, he's just healed himself for 16. And he's played out his hand. Okay, so I could still win this. It's just a little bit tricky. Can I get a spell to buff this thing? Dark Iron Dwarf works almost as well. Do I want to play a 4/4 which just dies to the Yeti? It sucks, but yeah, I think I have to. So we'll do this. Actually, wait, no, man. I don't have to do anything. Let's kill that off. Shapeshift, kill this off. I have a big life advantage, so what happens now is the Yeti can kill my Dwarf, but then I Shapeshift to finish off the Yeti, and then I can play the Druid of the Fang. And this way I clear out as much of his board as I can while waiting for Deathwing. Ah, that's bad. So he got to kill my Dwarf. Okay, so I need Deathwing to show up, like, actually pretty soon, or I might be in a bit of trouble. Fair bit of trouble here. Oh my gosh, I got a Beast. Wow, that was lucky. So I get a 7/7 instead of a 4/4, which is pretty damn huge difference. Because I have enough life to survive some attacks from this stuff. The spiders are going to be annoying for him to take down. It gives me free kills against his recruits, and this thing actually takes down both of his minions and lives, whereas a 4/4 just died to the Yeti. That was a really good top deck, and I'm glad I got these spiders into the deck. So he needs a good card here, or he's toast. Hoghammer is pretty good. Pretty good. So you can use that to kill the spiders, use these things. Oh, he's actually going to kill my 7/7. That's smart. Is he? No, he goes for the face. Interesting. I think he might have just messed up. I think he should have just killed this thing while he had the chance. Because now what I get to do is I can Shapeshift to to kill this thing, popping my spiders in the process. Hit him in his face, because I know he's in top deck mode, so I might as well, you know, go for it and play that thing. If he uses the Yeti to kill the 5-4, he doesn't have a kill for the 7-5, and this thing kills him in 2 turns. I've also got Deathwing here as a just in case. There's almost nothing he could top deck besides Big Game Hunter or a Zone Deathwing to kill my Deathwing. This thing is total trash right now. I've got enough health to survive. He has to spend time killing my stuff. Alright, he gets an extra pig. Reversing switch. Doesn't really help me out very much. Okie doke. I can actually reversing switch this and Shattered Sun Cleric on this to kill that thing. Is that good? I can do 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. I think that's actually better, isn't it? Just threaten lethal with my shapeshift. So now if I find swipe, I win. I forget what else I have that could help me win. Shapeshift wins. He has to have life gain or taunt in order to stop from dying.
The victory
You don't have it. Cool beans. Alright, made it to 9 wins. Haven't really made it there in a while. Gotta say, Blackrock Mountain has been treating me well. I had a 6-win run, then a 6-win run, then this is at least 9. But I seem to always do well when a new expansion comes out and then taper off. It happened with Nyxramas, happened with Goblins versus Gnomes. So I expect it fully to happen again here. Things do get harder as you get further and further away from the release of an expansion. Heck, it happened with the original Hearthstone too. Fwang! Do you keep the Innervate? Do you keep the Innervate? I think I'm going to keep it. So what this does is it lets me play the Spider on turn 1 with the coin, an Office Engineer on turn 2, and then on turn 3, if I've gotten a 5-drop in my first 1, 2, 3 top decks, I can Innervate it out. But what good 5-drops do I have? Really, none. Druid of the Fang kind of sucks. Hang on, I could actually coin Innervate this. That's terrible. Terrible. That's a terrible play. If it were a Chillwind Yeti, maybe, but a 5-4 is just too easy to kill. He could have, like, Seal of Light right now and just kill it with the help of this Infiltrator. It is sadly not a good move to Innervate a 4 toughness thing. Alright, I suspect he's not going to pop that off. Nope. Well, since this is a beast, I will give... Oh, hang on a minute. So I could actually Innervate this wolf, let the spiders kill the ooze. He's a turn away from Consecration. Or I could see if he maybe doesn't want to pop my spiders. Remember, the spiders that come out of here aren't beasts, so then Innervating this won't actually work. Because this thing will be dead. But he's going to kill this with his... He's going to kill this with his ooze, definitely. Is he, though? Maybe he wants to kill the Office Engineer. You know what? I have a feeling he's not going to kill my spiders. In which case, I'm going to have a beast out here, and I'm going to Innervate into a 7-7. As long as he doesn't have a Peacekeeper or a Big Game Hunter, he's toast.
Portals online.
Yeah, he kept my spiders around. I could also Innervate Swipe, which is an interesting possibility. So if I don't Innervate the Druid of the Fang, I could actually Innervate Swipe, swipe this, it'll kill this, pop the shield, I could throw these things at that. Waste a mana. But kill everything. Nah, screw it. Let's go for it. Pop!
It has to
I'm going to pop 1 damage on the spider to get rid of the Divine Shield. I've got enough health that he's not going to kill me anytime soon. 7/7's a huge threat. I can swipe next turn at 4 mana without using my mana inefficiently. Big Game Hunter would be... Oh, that's pretty good. Shit. Forgot about... Well, you can't really remember Cult Master, so he's going to get 4 cards here. And he's going to get to kill my thing. He chooses to only get 3 cards, which I guess I'm fine with. I'm still in the game, it's just that was incredibly good. He's opened himself up wide to swipe, which I will take advantage of. So now he has 5 cards plus a spare part. But that Cult Master single-handedly kept him in the game. I forgot about the Cult Master. Shoot. This might not be an easy win now. He's got tons of cards. 4-6. Okay, if he gets a Dark Iron Dwarf, he's going to win. Because what I'm doing now is playing my own 4-6. If he can play Dark Iron Dwarf, that'll let him buff this thing, kill my 4-6, leave this with 2 health, and I lose. Cog Hammer's pretty good as well. Lets him kill this off. And keep this at a 4-6. But he doesn't have a 4-4 on the table, so I guess I'm kind of okay with it. No, I'm actually not okay with it at all. Wow, what an epic Cult Master. I am fucked. I'm gonna pop the spiders willingly. I don't generally like that move, especially because it could screw you against Consecration, but I need the maximum board presence that I can, and 2 1-1s is better than 1-1-1. Oh, F me in the A. Damn, Cult Master. Fucking Cult Master. I could have played differently and not been in bad of a shape, but I think there was so little that he could have had to win against the 7-7. That was the best option I had. Man, he gets another 5. Man, so he got the Cult Master when he needed it, and then he also got a Spectral Knight when he needed it, and then another 5-drop when he needed that as well. He just had everything that he needed when he needed it. Fuck. Well, balls. Guess we'll do this, and this, and this, and this. And I might as well do this, although I should have done it earlier, just to get a card, because I have nothing else to do with my mana. Oh, mana addict, why? Mana addict, oh god. Well, I'm fucked. He has too many cards, and he's winning on the board. His health is high enough, I can't burn him out. It's just over. Oh, he's got that thing. Jeez, this guy's a sick deck. Nothing but beef. Damn. Did my game just crash? Oh dear. Hearthstone not responding. Okay, cool. That's a thing that can happen sometimes. It's a good thing I was about to concede anyway, or else I might have been pretty annoyed. Apparently clicking the gate too much makes your game crash. Uh-huh. Okay, well, let's get rid of Hearthstone here. And see if we can reboot it. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video here, and I'll hop back in just a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. Apparently I missed a turn, which sucks, because I actually wouldn't have minded playing something and putting Defender of Argus on it, so that I could maybe survive a turn to play Deathwing, but now there's just too much pressure here for me to live. Shit, I could have actually survived, because if I had thrown even a little bit of a roadblock in his way and had a bit more health, maybe I could have lived long enough. But when I logged back in, I had missed a turn. God damn it. Game crashed. Wow. Maybe, you know, I think I would have died anyway, because he had so much big beef on the board. But maybe, if he didn't have an answer to Deathwing, I could have won that one. I needed to play a creature and then Defender of Argus. That might have saved me, I don't know, 5 damage? So I would have been at 11. He still would have killed me, though. Yeah, I needed it to be turn 10 already, but being 1 mana off from playing Deathwing. You know, if I'd had Innervate, if I hadn't used Innervate and I could have Innervated Deathwing on turn 8, maybe I could have won, who knows. No Life, the Rogue. As our first opponent. Pretty easy mulligan choice, so that's good. Pop-a-doodle-doo. I was gonna lose anyway. Pretty amazed how well I've done with this deck considering how many crappy cards in it there are. There's Druid, which sucks. There's Mana Addict. There's Naturalize. And apparently Recycle. Apparently people think Recycle's a bad card. I don't know, I think Recycle's fine. I mean, I've been happy playing with Naturalize. Naturalize almost won me the game for that mage when it killed that water elemental, and in fact it almost won me the game. It did win me the game against the paladin by killing that avenged Wind Fury Harpy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play the spiders. Because they're more resilient. And I have a feeling something bad's about to come, like maybe deadly poison. Popping out the dagger and sitting on it always looks suspicious. Next turn kind of sucks, unless I can do something good with Wrath and Shapeshift. It's going to be a weak turn while I wait to play my 5 drops. Alright, looks like I will in fact be Wrathing and Shapeshifting. Swiping would be a little bit weak. Wolf, hang on, Wolf, this, and Shapeshift would kill that as well. But let's use the Wrath. Keep my creatures around. I didn't want to cash out my spiders, both because of the possibility of Fin and Knives, and also because I want the spiders here, so I can play the 7/7. 4/6 with Taunt is a great card. 7/7's even better. She can, of course, assassinate it, but I'd rather she assassinated this, so I got it out of my hand and used, than this, which is always good no matter what. Like I always say, if you got a bad card, you want to try to use it while it's still good.
Snakes.
So here comes that. There's no point running my stuff into this engine, so let's just leave it alone. She does have a lot of cards. She hasn't been playing much. If she has an Assassinate for this, she could be in great shape. She has a Mind Control tag, apparently, or else she wouldn't have done that. Oh, of course! She steals the 7/7 of mother fucking course. Oh my god. Well, I just lose the game now. I have to recycle this thing. I have to yeah. Well played. We're done here. I'm not tired of this mind control shit.
Well.
Mind control tag. Okay, so yeah. That was a pretty depressing video. We got Deathwing down, didn't do me any good. Got 7/7 down twice, didn't do me any good either time. Got 40 dust and 180 gold, which is pretty lame. Yeah, not the greatest ending to a pretty good beginning. Couldn't break 10 wins. Yeah, that certainly just all sucked. But whatever, we got to 8-0, it was pretty good. We got a little bit of extra dust from that pack. Yoppie dokie. We're looking for Paladin or Priest, if possible. We don't get either one, so we can do whatever we want. Let's play Warlock. Starting off with an epic. Chunk bot's terrible. Sea Giant. You know, I'm going to go for the Big Game Hunter. I used to always go for Sea Giant. But I like Big Game Hunter. It almost always finds something to kill. There's nothing in the game that's quite like it, whereas there are other things that are, you know, big things, the way that Sea Giant is. Soulfire, is it still worth it these days? Sure, we'll take one. More aggressive, more durable. Let's go for the aggression. This is a Warlock we're talking about after all. Another Soulfire? Nope, let's keep going for the aggro. See if we can get the aggro to work. This is a good aggro card, better than a generic 2/3. Ah, Imp Boss. Whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 1 on Imp. That's definitely a new card. The other's junk, so yeah, we'll try it. Explosive Sheep seems counterproductive. We'll take the Raptor. Flame Imp for sure. I'm not above taking some control-ish sort of cards later on, but I think in the beginning it's fine to try to do aggro if possible as Warlock. This is a good finishing card, so I'm happy to have that. Mech Warper could be good. Got the Micro Machine. That's a demon. Yeah, let's just take the removal. Succubus. I don't like that card. We'll take the Heal Bot because that can be useful for more life taps. Hellfire could be a good finisher, but I think if I'm going to go aggro, Leper No makes more sense. Mortal Coil is, of course, a fantastic card. Flame Imp. Alright, looks like we're actually getting enough stuff to try an aggro sort of deck. Soulfire, number 2. I really don't like Soulfires in multiple, so we'll take the Senjin there. Implosion is a ridiculous card. I haven't actually gotten to play with it very much. Okay, Power Overwhelming for some killing blows. Second Mortal Coil or a Floating Watcher to have a little bit of endgame. We'll take the second Mortal Coil, though. That might be a mistake. Wow, I actually have a second chance at Twisting Nether. The question is, do I want Hobgoblin? It's good with Voidwalker. It's good with Micro Machine. And that's it, unfortunately. So we'll take the Twisting Nether in case things go late and I need to desperately back out of a bad situation. Cult Master could be really useful in this deck, so I'll take that over a generic 3/2. Silence, I think, over another 2-drop, I think is good. Even over the Voidwalker's fine, so I can get past taunts. We'll just take a... I don't want a second power overwhelming, so I'll just take a big 5-drop. Zombie Chow. Or Damani Berserker. Or, these are all really reasonable options. I really don't have that many 2-drops. Just 2. So we'll take a Berserker to beef up my turn 2s. And let's try Deathlord, see how that works. Okay, so we tried our hand for aggro. We do have a few 5-drops here. Could have had some bigger stuff. I could have had a War Golem. I could have had a Dread Infernal. Could have had Hellfire. Definitely could have had some, more control-y cards to have a bit of a stronger backbone to this deck. But on the other hand, there's a ton of 1-drops. There's some finishing power with Soulfire and Power Overwhelming. And I do have some endgame. I have the Twisting Nether as a reset if I need it. I have a Tiger to finish off, some Panthers to finish things off.
Your soul shall be mine.
This might feel a bit weird, but I'm going to mulligan the Demon Fire. I don't actually want to be using it to kill the opponent's stuff. I'd much rather be just playing minions. There we go. And there we go. So we got the Dream Team starter, Voidwalker into Flame Imp, and I will probably Demon Fire the Voidwalker to make a makeshift Senjin. It does take me down a card if this thing dies or gets sapped. Actually, if it gets sapped, I'm not down a card. We're equal. But I think with this sort of a deck, it's what I have to go for. So the hope here is that she doesn't have a backstab. A backstab would just suck. She could just backstab this and kill it. She has 2 backstabs. She can kill both things. Backstab Eviscerate can kill both things. Yeah, I'm vulnerable to removal here. Let's see what she's got for me. Hopefully she just makes a dagger and sits there. Ah, she has the backstab. Fuck. But does she have anything else? She appears not to. Do I life tap for an extra card? Or Demon Fire this thing? I'm gonna do neither and play the Raptor. In order for this to be useful, I've got to drop it while I can. This is also a nice drop. It's durable, so it might be able to get some damage through. Also, if she daggers this, she takes some damage. This is definitely a burnish deck. I would have liked some Dark Bomb, so I have some more finishing power, as it is my only finishing card is pretty much Soulfire. I don't have any charge creatures. Does she have a way to deal that extra damage to the Voidwalker is the question I have. I guess she could hit it 2 times. She chooses to sit. Interesting. Well,
So many possibilities.
here's where I think I'll use the Demon Fire and just hit her in the face. So he dealt some pretty good damage. It's basically about the best you could hope for. The opponent has a somewhat slow start. She had some removal for my stuff, but she hasn't really played anything onto the board. She's just sort of sat there. She gets a 4-3 that'll still die to my 3-2. And she shivs the Voidwalker to finish it off with her weapon. I see. I could silence off her 4-3 into a 2-3, but it doesn't really get me anywhere. Do I want to let her kill this thing with her weapon? You know what, if we're playing aggro, we're playing aggro. Let's see what she wants to do. I have a pretty high health total, so I can life tap somewhat freely. I've dealt, about 1/3 of her life in damage. So now we're working on the next third. I have a reset button if she overcommits. I got a silence if she tries to throw down a Sludge Belcher or something. It's emotionally unappealing to do this, so I'm hoping I can goad her into using her weapon to kill this, which is exactly what she does. Does she have an answer for this to stop it from killing her 4-3? Harvest Golem does not suffice, and
I can fix anything.
that is annoying, because that will stay a 3-2. I can't get rid of this thing. Alright, we are going all in here.
Does not scare me.
So let's see what she's got for this. Thing is, I gotta wait 2 more turns before playing Twisting Nether. So as long as my health doesn't drop too much, I don't mind her getting an extra creature, because it'll die eventually. It's just a matter of what happens on turn 6 and turn 7. Stampede and Kodo wins her the game. Assassinate would be really good. Alright, she's gonna actually bring it down with damage. Very fair. She gets a 3-2 out of the deal. Could be worse. Is she really gonna hit my Scarlet Crusader after I've demonstrated a willingness to go full aggro? She is. And she's gonna eviscerate my creature. Very interesting. I'm not sure I entirely understand her game plan here, but it's fine. So we'll do this. So now I'm at the point where, unfortunately, I can't play Twisting Nether next turn, and that's bad because she's going to do a lot of damage to me. She's got 6, 8, 10 damage, 11 damage, so I'm being faced with lethal, and I can't finish it off. I'm a turn behind, so I'm going to lose because I don't have any taunt to stop her from dealing damage to me, and then she's actually just going to get to kill me. Didn't quite get there. I needed another 7 damage. 5, yeah, it's 7 damage. It's just not enough. If I get Power Overwhelming, it's still not good enough because I don't have any more damage here. I'd have to... Well, if I top decked Soulfire and then life tapped and got Power Overwhelming, I would actually win. So that's the one way I can win this. Let's see what happens. Here goes. Cult Master. Definitely not the card I needed. Alright, it's time for Desperado life tap. Implosion. Not gonna do it. Yep.
Well played.
I needed to... I guess I needed to face an opponent who didn't have so many small creatures, because she, like, held me off just enough, and then... Oh, man. And then she played a bunch of crap, and I wasn't really equipped to deal with it. I didn't want to trade, because then I was afraid she was going to play big stuff and roll me over, but she didn't play big stuff, she played little stuff. So maybe if I had traded with her creatures, I could have won. Oh, man. Well, this deck might just be bad. I'll be honest, I never really did master Warlock. Warlock was a weird class for me. It was a class with which I had a lot of 12-win runs and other good runs and then a lot of terrible runs. I don't think I ever really fully figured out this class. I still probably don't have it fully figured out. It's not my worst class, interestingly, but it's never really been even close to my best. Even when I had all the runs that were really good with Warlock, it was, on average, my average number of wins with Warlock was always towards the bottom. Though never quite the bottom. Well, yeah, let's see what we can salvage of this run. I mean, always hoping, obviously, I don't get a 0-win run, because those are embarrassing. Other than that, I don't know. I probably should have just drafted some big creatures and played a normal deck instead of trying to go aggro. That rogue did have some pretty good answers to an aggro start. She had, you know, the Backstab, the Shiv, the Golem. She managed to get a 4-3 for... 2 that I spent too much time dicking around not killing.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, so we just keep the 2-drop and the 3-drop. It would be nice to get a 1-drop. Alright, versus Chip Chap Applejack over here. No. Not a chance. So we're gonna do 2, 3, and then 4, which is good if one of these survived, but bad otherwise. Hopefully this is a 2-drop I can trade my Raptor against. Oh my god, that was really well played. It stops you from playing my Raptor. Okay, well, I guess I'll play a 2-mana Voidwalker. She can run in and then go up a card, killing it, but whatever. I'd rather her do that than continue to build up board presence. Granted, was she going to continue to build up board presence with a Mana Wraith out here? Oh, wow, Unstable Portal. That's interesting. I would have actually, on her shoes, run it in and ping the Imp, because you're not going to get to play the Unstable Portal creature unless it costs 2 mana or less because of your own Mana Wraith. Odds of it being 2 mana or less are, I don't know, not that big.
What to do? What to do?
I don't think this person knows what she's doing. She's pointing at my face through the taunt. This is a huge mistake because it lets me decide whether to kill her creature and then get a 3-drop, or whether to leave it alive. She shouldn't have given me that choice. Now I get to play my 3-drop. So it's like, assuming the opponent kills it in one blow, you get an Imp out of the deal. So it's kind of like a Razor Fen Hunter that gives you a 1/1 upon death rather than right away, and it has an extra health. And it might give you more 1/1s depending on things, how things go. I kind of like that card. I think it's a good one. It's a good 3-drop.
Where shall I strike?
Oh my... She actually got a Druid of the Cloth of Unstable Portal, but then she went ahead and screwed up by killing my thing right away. That just... Oh man, wow. That's so great. I'm glad she did that, because now I get to Dark Iron Dwarf and do this. Generally, you don't want to play the Druid of the Cloth for the charge, because it's better to get 2 extra health and maybe take an extra turn to kill a minion than it is to run in and have a thing that's very fragile. Still, she's doing fine. She's got tons of cards. She's got 6 cards to my 5, and 2 of my cards are Power Overwhelming and Soulfire. Okay, well, this is looking good. So we'll kill one of these totally useless things. And play a 3/2. The 2/8, if it gets polymorphed, that's fine. It's kind of like she used a 4-mana removal spell on a 3-mana creature, which is not kind of, that is exactly what happens. And if she fireballs this, it's not enough to kill it. Also, if she polymorphs it, then she doesn't get the death rattle. She fireballs it, it's her whole turn, then she runs this in. Yeah. She's made some very bad plays so far, so this seems to be a low skill opponent, which is just fine by me. She hasn't taken any damage, so I'm not going to be able to burn her out anytime soon. Probably never going to get to use this anytime soon either. I don't think my deck synergizes too well with that, apart from the Imp Gang boss. Oh, I missed. How embarrassing. Missed again. The embarrassment never ends. What where can you hit that thing? There we go. Okay. Still a turn away from Flame Strike, so I'll go all out here. Just play a bunch of crap. Is it worth trading into this? Yeah, I think so. Even though she can ping off my dwarf, I think it's worth it to get the 3 damage off of my Death Lord. Make it harder for her to kill that and reap her reward, which almost rhymed. If there's one card I wouldn't mind losing to Soulfire, it is this Power Overwhelming. So I'll try to use it. No, so I'll try to use whatever card I get, and then I can maybe Soulfire and throw this away. Alright, she's gonna get her thing off of Death Lord. Let's see what it is. Wow. Wow. Pointing at the stealth creature behind the taunt. Man, I'm actually losing right now. But hopefully I don't get screwed too bad. Just a panda. Okay, good. Good. So here what I'm going to do is play the tiger. Soulfire the panda. Get rid of my crappiest card. Hit her in her face. Pass the turn. So I'm a little bit down on cards. She can ping off this, obviously. And then she has 5 cards to 2. But I got a 5/5 stealth, so that should be good. And then I can life tap freely because I'm at full health. Okay, a fearsome card. She actually didn't ping off my 3/1, letting me kill her 3/3 with it. That's definitely not smart. Implosion. Is that worth using? I think it's actually worth saving, because I've got the kill for this with something that's on a death sentence anyway. Not duplicate. Ice Barrier. Alright, that could be tricky. It could make it tricky for me to kill her off, but on the other hand, she's just basically went down a card playing that. Wow, Implosion cannot be used to damage the enemy hero. It'd probably be too strong if it could. But it was highlighted, so I guess I could have done it to my own minions, which is funny. She draws cards after playing a creature, but compared to the other mistakes she's made, I think that's pretty understandable. Demon Fire. Let's life tap first. Whirl Coil, huh? So I could use this, but I'd rather just do this and wait for a better time to Implosion, because this is a pretty perfect time for Mortal Coil. Alas, I didn't get anything playable. Demon Fire is really killing me. But I sure can beat down on anything she plays. So I hope this tiger gets to live. A flamethrower ping on this would be very frustrating because this is my only minion right now. Well, she's got the kill for it. Tragically. I do have the kill for this, though, with the Mortal Coil, so that's good. Hopefully I get a minion that I can play. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Aha. Can I afford to deal this much damage to myself? Yeah, but if I life tap, can I afford to do that? Down to 14 health? No, I'm not gonna life tap. I just gotta hope this 5/6 will do the job. I need her to play a card, let me Implosion and Demon Fire it. And hopefully she doesn't have the Flame Strike to kill my imps with. Man, I'm really... my success is really contingent. My success is contingent on a lot of factors. Alright, she goes up another card, which is actually kind of annoying. Alright, now's the time for Implosion and Demon Fire. There's a 1 in 3 chance that the Implosion won't kill this, even with the Demon Fire's help. Although I could actually Implosion this and let this guy kill this engine. I think that's the move. Damn. Well, that failed. So we kill this. Kill this. I guess Dan's right. I should have drawn. Actually, you know what? I'll draw now. I'm not going to play this because of Flame Strike possibility. But since I have the Antique Healbot, if I had drawn last time, I would have just gotten an extra card, which would have been great because I would have healed up for 4 life taps worth, and that would have been fine. So is she Flame Striking me here? She Flame Strikes, she has 3 cards left, then I play this and life tap. I guess I'm in okay shape.
I wonder.
No Flame Strike. Arcane Explosion doesn't quite kill my 5/2, which is nice. This is annoying because it kills my 5/2, of course. Whenever this minion survives damage, summon another Grim Patron. Wow! I don't know, if I were her, I might have just pinged this to get another 3/3 for free. I think she's just not playing well. Alright, so, we'll do this. We'll do this to stop her from figuring out how to use her own cards, and we'll do this, and pass the turn. So the Golem can run into Spellbreaker, she pings it, then I've got a 3/3 versus her 2 cards. And I can life tap a few more times, even against a mage, because I'm above 20.
I wonder.
That's encouraging. And that's encouraging. Alright, so I can actually Twisting Nether now if I wanted to. Do I want to, or do I want to wait and see if I can pull another card of hers with it? Glad I didn't play the Berserker, although she really shouldn't have played the Kodo. Nightblade. Oh god, hilarious. Let's life tap, see what I get. Big Game Hunter, not most helpful. I could have had, this could have been a Sea Giant for 5 mana and 8/8. Ah, that would have been good. That would have won me the game pretty handily, so I probably screwed up. Alright, do I bother playing Twisting Nether here? I think I'm going to do it. I just have a lot of card advantage here. She only gets 1 card now. I can play these 2 things out and life tap. I feel like that was the move.
What to do?
Well,
What to do?
currently I'm upset that I took Big Game Hunter. Currently the Sea Giant would have been the better choice. Since she's in top deck mode, it's not that likely she's going to actually ever get anything that Big Game Hunter can kill.
What to do? What to
I've already used Dark Iron Dwarf, so I cannot buff her own stuff to use Big Game Hunter on. Demon Fire only buffs my things. I don't think I have anything else that can buff her stuff. So yeah, she'd have to play something with a raw 7 attack. Dan thinks that it's either Pyroblast now or later. The correct answer is you Pyroblast now, because you have nothing else to do with your mana.
Time runs out on me.
So was that a sick read? Is that really a Pyroblast?
What to do? What to do?
I don't think it's like anything like a Flame Strike, because if it were Flame Strike, she wouldn't have thought so much. She didn't even use her hero ability, so it might be that her client crashed. It's a pretty good play that I just made for a top deck war. Flame Strike clears my board, but I do think she's crashed or walked away in anger, because she didn't even use her hero ability. Oh, she's still here. She's looking at her card. Sometimes I think the person does show signals even when they are not there, but okay, wow. She had a secret and a terrible card. I've already used Soulfire and Power Overwhelming, so it's a bit difficult for me to burn the opponent out. I wonder if that's another Ice Armor or not. Spiteful Smith. Okay, well, let's see if this is another one of those Vaporize Ice Armor dealios. It's another Ice Armor. Okay, so it's just a thrown away card. Cool. Whack. Whack. Let's play this. Oh, it's Life Tap. Demon Fire. I might ever end up putting it on my own minion. There's no reason to preemptively Demon Fire her thing. Another secret? Oh god, would that be a third Ice Armor? That would be awesome if it were. Sorry. Taunt means that you have to attack that creature before you attack any other creature that doesn't have taunt. I think this is going to end up being a very long video because I think the other one cut out at like close to 30. Well, my previous two videos have been a little on the short side. Let's see if this is Counterspell or Spellbender. Or Duplicate. Nope, let's see if it's Ice Armor or Vaporize. It's not that either. That leaves as the most likely candidate Mirror Entity. Let's see if she finds a Flame Strike to clear the board. This person is definitely new to Hearthstone Arena or very bad, because there's lots of misplays throughout the game. And now we can indeed say, well played. Unless this is an ice block, in which case there's going to be one more turn to go. Okay. Get this. We hit this. We kill her. Yes. Well played. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. This slightly long video. No respect for the ice block. If you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon.